Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Forever Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
you turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now, on with the show! Are you ready for some sloppy seconds, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks? Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I saw someone post online today that tagged us. They were doing something about ways to call people fucks that was completely unrelated to us. I guess, like, their friends and them, I don't know, have whatever. They were like, these are all the way you can call someone a fuck. Fuckity fuck, Mr. Fuck, Mrs. Fuck, like whatever. And then was like, and shout out to Sloppy Pod for the all-inclusive all you fucks.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh yeah, hey all you fucks.
Well, I didn't want to start with like, hey ladies and gentlemen, because I was like, oh God, no.
What is that thing? Hey you got, what is that from? Like an
That
old...
is from the Goonies.
Oh, the Goonies.
Hey you guys.
Oh my God. Wait, so I was thinking about this today, Meatball.
Yes,
Because I know
Diva.
you very famously talk about how much you hate doing drag.
Yes.
And how you hate doing the thing that people love you for.
Yes.
When was the first time you like got up in it and you felt like, oh, I'm beautiful. Like I'm the one, like this is my destiny.
Wait, okay. Well, I mean, I think my first time in drag, because everyone who does drag, like their first time in drag is like the most delusional you've ever been. Like I was in a gold like spandex caftan and like big blonde hair, and I thought I was gorgeous, but I look at the pictures and I was like, I'm hideous, and it's like what I made that t-shirt of. So that's like the first time
that was the first time what you made that t-shirt of?
Yes, that was the first time I
Wow.
felt like gorgeous and glamorous. And I remember I didn't even paint myself. I had my friend Joe Nivens paint me, and it took like 3 hours, and then we went to the Offbeat bar.
That took 3 hours?
Yeah, because we didn't know what we were doing. We literally, he's not a makeup artist. He was like a visual artist. And he was like, I don't understand how eyeshadows work. And I was like, you can do lines. You can do my mug. Like, I just like full confidence, just do it. And then like glued down my eyebrows. And it was the chunkiest. But that was, I mean, I felt so glamorous.
Yeah, I can
tell. And I
was
so sweaty.
You can see that you feel that way in that photo.
Yeah, it exudes.
It
like,
exudes
expensive
glamour, but the visual is sort of a dissonant experience.
But, okay, when was the first time that you felt all like sexy or whatever on stage?
It took me a long time. When I first started performing, I would have anxiety because
about the performance or about your body shape?
Never really about my body shape.
Oh.
It was always about like remembering the lyrics. Because I didn't want to pull, like we've all gotten up and been like, yeah. And it's, it's a little bit easier if you're lip syncing than when you have a live mic and then you forget the lyric. You can't
true.
You can't do like a spirit finger over your. So yeah, but I think it took like 6 to 9 months. And then I finally, when I was confident in my words, then I was like, it was when lyrics to a song became muscle memory, so I could actively think about dancing or performing or doing something else while I was on stage. That's when I started to feel really confident, because I was like, I'm attempting this with a strategy, and then it made me have more fun.
But do you ever feel like, because I feel this way, I was like, the muscle memory of like learning a song like that and being able to do it on repeat or whatever doesn't come from just practicing it. Like,
you have to perform
do it
Yeah.
in front of an audience. So like, unfortunately, the first time you ever perform it, it is never going to be as good as the last time you do it. You know?
That's the truth. Well, I want to hear this answer from our guest. So
yeah,
let's
I
take
do
a
too. I think it'd be a great question.
quick break, and then we'll be right back with our special guest.
Ooh, ah!
Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly. Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I too have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
Okay, we are back.
We're
and
back!
Very thrilled and excited. This person has been on our wish list for a very long time.
Very long time.
Yeah, we always were like, oh yeah, and then we'll get Landon. It'll happen. We'll get
It'll
Landon.
happen. We'll get Landon. And
So-
then we got Landon, and then because of Dipper, as you heard on the Tuesday episode, we had to keep changing
Drag
when
me.
we had Landon, and it was a confusing mess, and I'm just glad that we're here now. Here we go with a legend, an icon, an incredible visual artist, winner of Season 3 of the Boulay Brothers Dragula Season 3, it's Landon Cider!
Yeah!
Ow, 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 ow.
You guys.
Have you ever done a Goonies?
I do. I have a sloth cosplay character.
Oh, nice.
And it's one of the stupidest mixes, and I love it because I love stupid. That's why I love Meatball so much. Of course, you Dipper too. Your
Thank you.
LaCroix boy is like one of my favorite things ever because it's just so stupid and
Yes.
so amazing. Anyway, side note. Yes, my sloth cosplay is just like the stupidest thing. It's like when he's talking about baby Ruths, I cut into Justin Bieber's Baby, but then
Yeah.
I overlay him saying Baby Ruth. Like, it's just the stupidest thing. And it's on YouTube. It's on the Mickey stage, so it's a good video. And I think I might bring it to one of my digital shows. It's just like so much work to get into that makeup.
Yeah.
I bet.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might bring him because it's stupid. So stupid.
And you, I mean, yeah, other people go like, maybe I'll do that makeup. You're like, you need to devote like a whole day to that makeup
Yeah. Like,
because you don't play around.
No.
I don't. I did that to myself though. Do you know how like
I know.
it's so stupid because I came out like trying so hard to like, because you know, any I hate using the word minority, but any minority that has to like prove themselves in a world that that other people tell they don't belong in, you have to work triple, quadruple as hard. So I was doing this bullshit stuff right at the gate, and now people have expectations of me, and it fucking sucks. I can't just be lazy.
Well, that's a great lead into some of the stuff that we wanted to ask you about. I wanted to ask, like, when was your first time performing as Landon Cider, and like, how did that come about? And then how was it accepted? Like, was it accepted at all at the very beginning?
I have been very fortunate to be amazing the whole time.
Go
I'm
off.
just kidding.
Go off.
Yes, I relate.
Yeah, my first time was in February of 2009, and it was approximately 6 months after my last radiation treatment. From if you watch Dragula on Netflix, you'll hear I have my story is in regard has a big my drag story is directly connected to my own cancer battle story. And so about 6 months after my last radiation treatment, I hit the stage for the first time. I had been working on my makeup for like a couple months, trying different stuff because there's nothing out there on YouTube to really guide me. I just kind of figured it out. I went out and I performed 2 mixes that I had made because I'm dumb and I do mixes on my first time out. Like intense storyline mixes. Like it's a lot.
Gosh.
Where was it?
But at Hamburger Mary's in Long Beach.
Okay.
On Open Talent Night that Jules had the first Tuesday of every month was Open Talent Night. So I signed up, went on stage, and my boobs popped out. So that was fun. I
What a great
bowed
first
with
time.
ace bandage, and I didn't know what I was doing, obviously. And so the end of my first number, I'm like celebrating at the end because of the story I was telling, and my boobs popped out. So that was
Oh my
that was
goodness.
good. But it was great. It's a personal story too because my first time in drag performing was the first time me being in public after fighting cancer, and I did a public fight on MySpace at the time. And I was always posting positive. Every day was my mission to be positive through it. So I would post a positive mantra or just something to think about positivity every single day.
Right.
And I garnered a lot of support. And so when I had my debut, the whole club was packed with people who were just there to celebrate me and then to watch my debut. So it was a night I will never forget. It was emotions and energy, and what a way to like welcome to pop my drag cherry.
Yeah.
That's so incredible.
So you heard us sort of talking about that other question in the beginning. So from popping your cherry to then like feeling your most sort of like alpha powerful performer, what like when did you feel like your most in your fullest form?
Probably a good like 7-8 months, because Halloween season came around and I was
Okay.
already doing like spooky stuff even before Halloween, but like once that one hit, I'd already been preparing my shit for like 6 months.
Shocking.
And
Shocking
wow.
that you're prepared and
What?
doing homework.
Oh,
And so
I'm jealous
I
of that.
killed it. I fucking killed it. And I remember just being like, okay, yeah, this is my jam. This is where I belong for sure. I kind of knew that already, but the confidence.
Right.
Yeah, there's no feeling like knowing your shit before you go on. Like we were just talking about, like never, like you have to work up for it. But sometimes there's some numbers where you just have wanted to do it for so long. It's been playing in your head for so long, and you just go out there and slay it the first time. And that is like, there's no better feeling.
Oh, even some of even the digital drag stuff, like stuff that, because I've been kind of rotating through my repertoire from all my years, and
Right.
stuff that I can't take on tour because they're like too big or just too monotonous. So I've been bringing it to the digital drag stage, and some stuff I'm doing for the first time. And like, I have to film myself like all through the night, because the first 4 hours I cannot get the words or the character down because I've never performed it. And I'm so glad I'm not doing this on a live stage, because I fucking suck ass right now so bad.
I feel that too. Like I'll be halfway through recording a song and I'd be like, I know it was okay, but it wasn't good enough. Like I can just feel
Right.
it. Like you just know it wasn't right.
Right.
How do
So
you train
then-
your
so
brain to
then
get
you-
around that?
I was
Oh,
going to
what?
say, so then you just throw up, Meatball?
Yes, and then I just vomit, and then it works. Then you just sell it, and then you say, "Here's my
And that's it.
bomb."
Here's my phone.
And then you do some roller skating tricks where you can see your hand in your boot turning the skate. That's
Yes.
my fucking favorite
I was
shit.
just obsessed with like old. I still want to do it. I used to do it on stage. I would have Pinche dress up as my body double. I just love old movies where the body double is clearly like it's a white woman, and then all of a sudden it's a black woman, and then it's a white woman again. Like I just love that inconsistency, and I want to do a whole video on it. Maybe I will. Anyway,
You
we were just
should.
I love it.
we were talking about how you there was no blueprint before you. There was no makeup. There was no YouTube videos on how to do the makeup that you do.
Well,
How
let's
did-
qualify. No sort of traceable or public blueprint.
Yeah,
Because there have been drag king
Right.
performers for a long time,
Oh,
but
of course.
because of the internet and Instagram and whatever, the sort of prominence that you hold now is like a new endeavor.
Yeah.
Right. And there were some like female to male makeup transformation videos, but it wasn't like drag makeup. It was
Yeah.
much
Right.
more passable. And that was the kind of drag that I started out doing. It wasn't, there were a lot of different kinds of queens already, because they had been celebrated and taught that you don't have to just be a pageant queen. You can be a campy queen. You can do all these different kinds of drag to be a queen. But when I started, really the only kind of drag that was celebrated in the kingdom was like male impersonation drag, which was passable. So you wanted to sit, the goal was to sit at the bar and have a guy hit on you because they think you're a guy.
Right.
And I slowly and quickly learned that wasn't impressive enough for me, because people didn't see how much effort was going into my makeup, because I passed so much like a dude, that they weren't celebrating me the way I deserve to be celebrated.
Oh, I know
So
that
then
to
I
be
started
true.
to slowly started to paint heavier and more really like just deeper on stage. I grew up in stage. I was performing on stage. So I knew the concept of painting from the back row. You have to have, like, I played an old lady and I have those wrinkle lines were in black, so I got it. I understood what was needed for the stage light. So I just eventually adapted my more natural look into more painting.
It's
So
a full mug.
What kind of performance were you doing? Like theater, like as a kid, like theatrical performance, acting, like that kind of stuff?
Yeah, theater, junior theater, community theater, whatever, was free or
Musical
cheap.
theater?
Musical theater.
Ah.
I was a classically trained soprano for a few years. I was singing, opera and like arias, and one of my go-tos was Ave Maria at like weddings and funerals and shit. I get booked to do that shit.
Have you ever been booked to perform in Wicked?
I wish.
Have you seen Wicked?
I would love to be. Of course, I've seen Wicked. Yes.
What is your favorite part of Wicked?
I think just the. Man, what is my? That's a loaded question.
Is it when
But I
she
feel
flies
like-
on the broom and goes ooh ah? That's my favorite
Of
part.
course, that's always one of the favorite parts. But I think my favorite part of any musical is sitting in the audience and hearing the overture. I think just getting that energy and hearing all of the songs in the overture, that all of the foreshadowing, that if you've never seen the show before, or if you already know it by heart, you're already like anticipating, when am I going to hear that part in the show? That sounds like it's dramatic. I don't know. I think the overture and setting you into the mode is always kind of like my favorite part of any show.
The overture
really
is
cheesy
like
like
the
that.
OG Megamix.
It is.
It really is. It really is.
What if I
It's
just
10
did the
minutes
Wicked
of like every single
overture?
song.
Yeah. What, Meatball?
What if I just did the Wicked overture and like acted out the play as it was changing songs?
Please.
I'm waiting
Please.
for
Please,
the
please,
drunk
please.
version of Wicked where you play all the
Wicked
characters.
2.
I'm waiting for Wicked 2. I'm waiting
Uh-huh.
for the overture where you just lip sync to the sounds of the instruments. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
There's a whole
Whip crack.
yeah, exactly. There's a whole bevy of entertainment that can come out of that.
Yeah.
I'm
love it.
curious because obviously, well, let's talk about Dragula because
We both been there.
yeah, you both have been there.
Yeah.
I believe your two experiences may have been slightly different.
Yeah, one of us was good
just a
at it,
little
and
bit.
one of us was bad. Someone here won.
You want at life.
Ah,
Hey.
no, did you like just love doing Dragula? Because when I saw you there, I was just like, oh my gosh, like it's an actual living legend on the show. This is gonna be huge.
You're sweet and accurate, but
Like day one, I was like, well, it's
okay.
Landon's.
in retrospect, I love doing it because in retrospect I won. But like doing it fucking sucks. You know, it's like you're fucking going through hell. It's hard. It's supposed to be hard. You know,
Yeah.
They're not just like. I mean, the ballets have proven themselves to me to be like actually they care about us on set, especially like they check in on us and like make sure we're fed and things. But like, and you hear about other hosts of other reality shows don't care or
Wow.
remember your name. So
Wow.
so like that part, like you get okay. They still have, you know, a broader picture in mind, but they're there to torture us. They're torturing us on purpose for the good of the show and for the good of their own entertainment. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like they would be. We would find out after that during like closed set where we couldn't see outside the set we were in, they would be on the other side listening to us and like watching us on the screens personally. They wouldn't wait until later to rewatch the footage. They would be right there. So
Right.
you know they're like giggling at the torture that they're watching us go through, but it's all part of the fun of the show. You sign on to that show knowing you're going to be like, physically and mentally tortured. So it's
Right.
not like, oh, it's a surprise. It sucked, but you know, it's long days of being in a comfortable drag and yeah.
My favorite part was just watching all the bullshit drama go down. Like, we didn't get to see that on our season. And, like, watching you all get painted together and just seeing you reacting to everyone else's petty drama is, like, I think there's, like, a highlight reel of it online somewhere. Of it's just you just,
Someone
like,
did,
looking around.
yeah, like a montage of all my different reactions of like watching all the pettiness.
Yeah, it was so good. What was it like just being in that room? Just, because I'd say that you were probably more experienced. You'd been doing performance longer than a lot of the people there. So you've already seen it all. So you've already know how to react. But what was it like just seeing it in person?
All I kept thinking was, no shade, but all the shade. You are desperately trying for camera time, and I don't need to because I'm gonna be here the whole time.
Yeah.
So like go ahead and keep getting all your camera time now because obviously you're just trying to get camera time. I don't know.
Oh my God, Dragula.
But that's what I think was like so endearing and lovable because about you on the show is that you not only were presenting amazing art and slaying anytime you were put to the challenge to like create looks, but also you like had an opinion about what was going on, but you weren't forcing that opinion down anyone's throat. And you were like, listen, I have to sit here and make this, fucking beard and all these other things. Like, you're being stupid, but I'm not going to waste 20 minutes arguing with you. I've got work to do.
Yeah.
And as like a grown-up person watching that show, I was like, okay, that's how I would play the game. Like, you're here to do something.
And at the reunion, when I get asked why wasn't I involved in it, and when my answer that so many people reach out and talk to me about whether it's like meet and greets or just in DMs or comments on my posts, they're always bringing up that when I talked about energy, like move them or they connected with it. And it's like, I don't have time to waste my energy on that when I have so much going on in my own personal space to worry about, my own performance, my own looks, everything. And like, there's every time there was something that went on in the boudoir that I disagreed with, or I felt like I had an opinion, I would speak up and I would say things all the time. But my storyline in the end got edited in a certain way where they wanted to kind of keep that, I guess, more of my personality towards the end. And, when I was first watching the first half of the season, I'm like, I had a whole conversation about this. I said some really funny things about that. And
interesting.
So I'm like, where's my personality? And then you see it and they all have, it's a reality show, but it's still an edited reality show. So, you give up your control. I gave up control.
Right. Must be hard to get the hero edit, huh?
Oh, it's
seems
so difficult. Seems very difficult.
I am curious, did you, because you also on the show, I've known about you obviously for a long time. We've shared stages in the past, interact. But on the show was the first time I understood the pun of your name, which you talk about as like a little bit sort of a slow burn. Did you have other options for a drag name ever?
I did, but I smoked way too much marijuana to remember any of them.
Well, because
Same.
Meatball and I both suffer from being named. Our stage names are also other things in the world. Like if you just Google Meatball,
I see the vape.
I see the vape. There you go.
I saw the vape and it was sucked.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a professional.
Yeah, but like if people search Landon Cider, you 100% come up. But if people search Meatball, it's just gonna be a bunch of meatballs.
Italian.
I cooked ball of
Sweetie,
meat.
IKEA.
It's a lot of
meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of IKEA.
Yeah. So I mean, your branding is smart. Your name is clever. I just like, can you tell us sometime that you failed or like did something bad?
Yeah, have you ever done poorly?
Oh, 100%. My wife likes to remind me of that all the time too. She keeps me grounded for sure. With every success are like at least a dozen failures, so I only grow because I fail. I just don't post that shit online.
Smart.
I constantly try makeups, even like recently. You may see it on my story because I just painted for 4 hours. I'm not gonna at least show something, but it's nothing that I'm gonna post on my feed or like actually make like draw attention to. I try stuff all the time. That's how I learn, and all those times are shitty looks or they're just not. Or shitty lip syncs. my home bar sees all of my fails. They're the ones that get to see me like literally stop and laugh at myself because of how bad I'm executing something. But
Okay.
you know,
And where your home bar
especially
is?
because I'm like often I'm prop heavy or I have gags long before Dragula, where like obviously gags are celebrated on that show. But I've always had props, I've always had gags, I've always had something physical or a change to like draw your attention or a reveal, something. It's not the same dress over and over and over and over again like Meatball does, but it's still like something like
Between this episode and the Lady Bunny episode, I might as well just quit drag.
Hey,
No,
that's
I
been
love
your
it.
wish.
I know.
love
I'm trying to get
your
out of the game.
Same dress reveal.
Yes.
Your same dress reveal is fucking gags me. It's so stupid and I love it. So I always have shit and stuff always goes wrong. The first and second times I perform a mix or a number that has gags constantly goes wrong. So yeah, I fail often.
What
I just
is
don't show
what
the
is
world
your
my
home
failures.
bar so we can come watch you fail?
Oh, Hamburger Mary's in Long
Oh
Beach.
yeah,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I host a monthly drag king show there. Well, right now we're on hiatus.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
as is the entire drag world. But yeah, so I host a monthly drag king show there that I usually try out all my new stuff. So they get to see me. They get to see the potential of some of the things that the rest of the world gets to see.
Right.
They'll
Right.
say that. Mhm.
That's like Precinct for me. They get to see every one of my tour numbers before it like leaves and gets better.
Right. Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we can talk about the new state of drag, which is just the internet.
Arizona.
Arizona, the new state. All right, goodbye.
Okay, we are back with our amazing guest, Landon Cider. And
Hello.
let's talk about digital drag performance because
Your performances translate amazingly.
Thank you.
yeah.
I've been. It's been quite the undertaking, especially when DDS was every week. That
Yep.
shit was like I wasn't sleeping. I was just nonstop working. I was at my computer, finalizing mixes, then preparing because I didn't understand or know green screen for the first like month. So I
Oh,
was
wow.
hand painting my backgrounds and cutting them out.
Loved those. Those were incredible. They were so good.
Thank you, but I don't
It's
have
too
the
much.
energy or the time to focus on that anymore. So now I'm just like, green screen is still hard as fuck, and all the
Yeah.
editing I do is still hard as fuck. But it's not like it doesn't smell like glue in my house. My wife is like, "Are you fucking doing that shit again?" Or painting, or having to go, like it's a lot when you live in a 1-bedroom apartment. So when you're trying to like make these like whole sets for your little living room window. So yeah,
Right.
it was really, really tedious. And I'm proud of those. And it led me into the kind of more digitally edited videos that I'm doing now. But it's been really fun. It's been really fun to, like I said, bring characters that you won't really see me go on tour, or just bring ideas or concepts that you can't really do on an actual live stage, or you can, but you need like a $20,000 budget to execute. So like, because like I would love to have shit rain on me and I catch it and make a
Yeah.
gag out of it. Like, oh, that's funny, that's funny, that's funny. And then just like
Right.
all the props magically appear in my hand.
Yeah.
But I can only do that with quick editing in my little living room. So it's been fun. It's been overwhelming. But
I love that you would also do numbers where you would play multiple characters, each with crazy huge
Oh,
makeup looks. So it's
full
like
look.
you can't do that
Yeah.
live. We can't see Landon in
No.
5 different looks all in 3 minutes in a live show.
right.
And so that was
Right.
so
And a lot
exciting
of
to
those-
see.
A lot of those multiple character things are often because the way I perform that number to a live audience, the person that you see me as a different character is actually the punchline that I'm landing on, or I'm poking fun of it off. Because live drag is interactive, and you're crossing the fourth wall, and it's improv, and you're fucking with people, and like I would pick someone and land that joke on them every time to make them the gag, and I didn't have that option with the digital drag, so I would just paint myself and then make a new kind of create a new dynamic or energy between those two characters. But the way in life, they translate differently. Yeah.
So on the schedule of television production, I assume they're like a little delayed with the next season. How long have you been the reigning champion?
Oh yeah.
Halloween, it'll be one whole year.
And
but
I
Bitch
assume
Bitch was reigning for over a year too. I think it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
It's sort of like an 18-month position.
which I appreciate, not just because I get to reign longer, but which I do like. That's a fun little thing. But they're just not interested in putting out content that they're not 100% happy with.
Yeah.
They're going to do it the way they want to do it. And if it takes longer, then it takes longer. They know they're under pressure, and the pressure's on to continue to lift the brand and show what their potential has always been. Every year it gets bigger and better. And so they have the pressure on, so they have to be their own everything.
Right.
And they're just doing it the way they want to do it. So I figured,
also, it's COVID, and like, why complicate things right now?
Right, exactly.
Like, why not just wait until things are like more normal? I completely understand that.
Yeah, their podcast said that they were going to announce, they teased the listeners, they're going to announce auditions were open at the end of August, but that didn't happen. So obviously there's other things that are going on and taking their time, and we don't know where the end is in sight. So,
None of us know what's going on anymore.
No.
But do you think that you'll, because I know Executive Suites is now doing an outdoor brunch show. I know Hamburger Mary's may not have like the lawn space, the outdoor space, but are they working on something? Do you know, like a live show?
Yeah, they have outdoor brunch shows actually. The Suites is doing,
because Fina Barbital's always
nights. There. Mm-hmm. They're doing like 2 or 3 nights a week. The Suites are doing like a nighttime, like dinner type show. And then Mary's is doing a dinner show a couple nights a week, and brunches on the weekends. They have an outdoor parklet space, and then they have like a little, on the WeHo, they took over the parking lot that was next door. So they're doing the damn thing. They have to wear masks. So I'm not, as you know, I've been known to do backflips and splits and things in my past. No, I don't ever do that. I'm taking a physical break from my acrobatics. And I'm not a dancer. I'm not a physically entertaining person. Like, I'm entertaining, but I'm an actor. I'm a lip sync artist. So once you cover half my face, it's like,
where's the...
I would feel kind of not embarrassed for them, because it's so fun to watch me watch them because they're entertaining me, but I don't feel like I would be entertaining enough to take that space from someone who does feel like they can give that to the audience. So I haven't signed up for any of those yet, because I have to be able to have what we perform without a mask. That's just my style of drag.
I feel the same way. Like, I think that something I really admire about you is like your ability to use stillness when you're performing and just your face. And like, you're really delivering a performance through the makeup, through all of it. It's like emotionally there. And I just don't think that I mean, I don't do it to that degree of you, but I feel like my face does a lot of the work for me. And if I'm covering it with a mask, I'm just like, what are we looking at? I put too much Botox on my forehead for it to move. You're not seeing anything. I miss tips. I miss taking tips from people, but it could just be like the UK where no one tips anymore.
It could be, but then they have to pay the bookings.
Pay more, yeah.
Booking fees have to be higher, yeah. Which unfortunately is hard to do right now.
I saw on because Delta Work is doing a lot of gigs out at Executive Suite, and I saw the queens actually carry a net, which I think is like so fun. They carry this like long...
A butterfly net.
It's a butterfly net. And they walk around, and it's sort of like a collections plate, like in church or whatever. And they walk around, and they're sort of... they're coy with the net or whatever, and they walk up to a table and then they sort of hold the net out and then you drop your money in the net. And they're wearing the like full, like the see-through, but it's like a welding shield, you know, like the full face thing there.
Totally.
And they're just like walking with their net, collecting their money. And I'm like, girl, bring that net backstage. I'm going to shake up my can of Lysol, spray all that money down, and go to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And some audience, like, they leave nasty reviews or they post shit and they're talking shit about how drag queens are doing that. But like, what the fuck do you
What are we supposed
expect?
to be
You're going
doing?
to a drag show during a global pandemic and you expect it to be back to normal and you don't understand why it's this weird new way. Get the fuck out of here. Like, those are also the same people who don't know anyone's names on our Drag Race. So
Right.
like,
Ugh.
their opinion doesn't matter.
Listen, I saw a drag queen in New York eat a chicken tender off someone else's plate during her drag number. No masks in sight, honey. Excuse me.
Ooh.
COVID.
Mm-hmm.
She looked
That-
Candy.
and that-
And that drag queen, Candy Muse.
No,
she
I
looked
was
great,
going to
though.
say, and that drag queen's name is COVID.
Candy Muse.
No.
COVID. Oh, sorry. Give
I don't
it to
know.
me one more
I
time.
don't-
Give it to me one more time.
And that drag queen's name is...
Candy Muse.
No!
Oh, did I do it again?
Off again.
How dare you? Wait, okay, so
And
we
these
do
little
this...
masks are getting smaller and smaller. Like,
Yeah.
beginning they were
The
full
chin-
face,
the
and
chin
then they were
one.
like half a face, another little chin, and,
It's just-
and they open their mouth, and you can see the top teeth over the mouth. Like, what's the point
Right.
of that mask?
Oh my God.
I will not lie. I do have those little plastic masks for when people come over to my house. I make them wear them because I like to see
That's
people's
cute.
faces. And it's just like, I don't know. I also make people get tested before they come over.
See, it's smart.
Yeah, show off that
Yeah,
test
you wanna suck
result
their
on your
dick,
phone.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, so speaking of dick sucking, the segment that I want to get into now is a segment that we call Fuck Talk.
Fuck talk.
Now, I made a note on the outline that said, is it my own personal like bigotry and misogyny that I feel like I need to tiptoe a little more with our guests who aren't overtly just like gay men when we have the fuck talk? Because anytime we have someone on the show who isn't just like a faggot, I'm always like, are you comfortable if we do our segment called Fuck Talk? Like, can we talk about your sex life? So I'm just like, I'm trying to call in to myself to see why I have a hang up about it. But also now it's time to talk about sex. So thoughts
Let's
on
talk
that?
about sex, baby.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think I probably would feel that way for anyone who doesn't overtly talk about sex.
Right.
In general, anyway, you would be a little bit more like concerned or more, not concerned, but just
Timid.
careful.
Yeah.
I guess just to respect. Yeah. Because there are plenty of people who talk about sex, plenty of AFABs, just, or anyone that will just be open to talk about it. It's not something that I talk about overtly, mostly because I've been married before I started. I've been together with my wife before I started drag. So it's never been a part of my character. Because of to protect the privacy of my life, my off stage life with my wife, and she doesn't like to be in the limelight or on stage. She doesn't enjoy it, so I just kind of like keep that more on the side. But I love to talk about gay boy sex. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's so funny, like because I have a fascination with like blowjobs or just the penis
Same.
and what it does in general. Same. Because I've never given one. I've only held a hard dick outside. Like I held his dick outside of his pants, like because we were making out, and I'm like, I guess I'll touch it. It's up, so I guess I'll touch it now. I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, through the pants.
Like outside, yeah. It was not inside. I didn't put my hand inside. It
I
was
thought
just,
he pulled his dick out of the pants and it was hard, and then
No,
you took.
no,
That's
no,
what
no.
I
haven't
do.
even-
Outside, got it.
Right. No,
I
and I
understood.
love it. Like, I love backstage when the queens just like whip their dick out and they're like, and I'm like, ah! Like, I get so excited.
It's always such an experience. Seeing it come out of the tape.
And it can be totally inconsiderate and like totally like wrong in any other given circumstance, but a drag backstage is just like inherently dick heavy, you know?
Yeah.
So like, and the dick jokes are funny jokes, so you can't deny it. Or like the way it looks or the way you can pull it in one direction and bend over and you're like, what the fuck is that? It's great. I love it, but I have like a scientific like I want to explore like what it actually feels like and what I actually have to physically do to get one to squirt. So like there's this funny like concept that I have where it's like a glory hole, but not really, because I don't want to hear them. I don't want to hear a guy make sounds like at my touch. I don't want to know that I'm making him make those sounds. Like I'm still a lesbian enough where like I don't want to hear it and I don't want to see his face. I just want to like scientifically poke at it and like
So funny. I mean, I feel like sometimes I want to do that with people too, just because I'm like, I don't want to deal with you. Just
my
give me
God.
that dick.
Wait, do you have any like what's the street term for like what you stuff with? Don't people call them packers?
Yeah, it's a packer.
Yeah.
I use a packer. I was gifted a packer from the same company that from the finale episode in my filth, the sex toy.
Oh.
Yes.
My girlfriend and my the sex toy is from a company named Real Doll, and they're in San Diego, and they let me borrow a fucking $10,000 sex toy.
What?
Yeah, and they did not like. I couldn't tell them what it was for, and so me trying to like coyly ask to borrow a $10,000 sex toy was like the oddest conversation to have, and just like trust me, just trust me, you're gonna
love it, guys.
What it's for. But they also gifted me all of those sex toys that you saw, like the sleeve with the teeth, the vagina dentata. Actually, if you look at my filth episode, you'll see a table and it has a bunch of sex toys on it. And they also gifted me a couple packers. So they kind of try out different packers and they give it to me, see if I like it. Then I give them feedback on what they can use. And their goal, they also make breastplates, and their goal was kind of to, I think Raja was gifted a really nice breastplate from them, kind of for the trans experience, just to kind of give a more like realistic look that could not so much be replace what they already have, but just as another option of different things. So, and I also use socks.
Are they good bucket titties? I might want to get a pair of those. I really do think I want one of the ones that goes up my neck. You know, the real good looking ones.
And the nipples like just totally up and crazy. And you're like, boop. Yes.
The feedback that I hear about those too is that like it's really challenging to make a version that like zip or Velcro or something in the back, but it is so hard because you either have to put it on before you beat your mug or stretch the neck so far so that when you place it over.
Or you just have to be like Felony Dodger, a skinny white bitch who does not sweat and can like wear heavy clothes all the time. My biggest fear is
sweating?
like
that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't get how people don't sweat. Or they'll be like, oh yeah, I just sweat like on my legs. I'm like, what do you mean you just sweat from your legs? My whole lower back and under tits is wet.
Not just my legs. That's crazy.
Victoria Elizabeth Vicky makes
oh right, she makes really good ones.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think Bitch has a pair or two from her too.
And she can make them without nipples too. So if you want just like a smooth look.
Because I'm a free the nipple supporter, so I don't show my male presenting nipples anymore either. Even though I can post a picture of me in a piece of fabric over my body with male nipples and be fine, even though I look like a girl. But I can't as an actual girl. So I decided to not show my male presenting nipples anymore either, just to kind of like to support, like a silent protest kind of support of the free the nipple movement. Yeah,
I love that.
Oh, what are your thoughts on the term AFAB? I heard you use it, and I know a lot of people don't like it. What is a good alternative for us to use? Because now I don't like calling people drag kings anymore. I just want to call everyone a performer.
I mean, that's what everyone is.
Yeah.
But I do still am proud to be a drag king.
Right.
And I'm still proud to be a woman. And I'm still proud to be assigned female at birth. So those are all my personal choices of terminology and pronouns and things to use. So like in drag, I'm all he, him, his, but outside of drag, I'm she, her, her.
She,
I never
she,
say
her,
that.
hers.
I always say, yeah, she, him, her. Sure. I mean, I don't actually care too much for the slip ups, especially like backstage. I am completely comfortable with the feminine vernacular of this wig is a her, this microphone's a she. Like, oh, that's pencil. Give that bitch to me. She's nasty. Like, I know, and I'm comfortable with that. So like,
give that bitch to me.
pencil.
She's nasty.
I'm okay with it, but when it comes to referring to my art or referring to my character, it's a he, him, and even though I'm not personally offended when it's not used properly, I still go out of my way to take up the space because there are other trans and non-binary folk out there who don't have the platform to complete or to consistently be able to correct people on that. Mm-hmm. So I will constantly correct people on the pronouns for me to use he, him, his when you're talking about my drag all the time.
Yeah.
Even to the point where I can get heated because I'm doing that for like the trans and non-binary people that I'm kind of have the responsibility to represent now too. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how to suggest another term for AFAB because it's still a personal choice. And I think I understand the points that are made against it, but for me, it makes sense to identify with that.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
And can I say fish?
No. Hollow spoke up for a lot of people who feel that way and did a wonderful job of explaining that. But unfortunately, like I said, things get edited down and reactions aren't always the way we want. But I completely, even in that room, I was standing up for her and I was having the conversation with her too. But it's always made me feel uncomfortable. It's been a term that's been used against me by cis straight like men as a way to try to make me feel less than or to be embarrassed or ashamed or something. So I know it to be something that has been used against me. And I have like been a victim of that kind of abuse from, that the cis straight experience. And so when like gay men or even trans women use that term, it's kind of like, well, and I know the dick and the balls can smell. I understand it. I know that you can go a little funky.
Yeah.
I understand where that kind of connection to it comes from, but it's still using a term that was used against us.
Right.
And I have never appreciated it and I've never liked it. And it always has made me cringe every time it's used backstage or on stage or whatever. But I always just kind of thought it was something I had to just get used to. And even though my inside and my feelings were always, I was never comfortable with it. So when she brought it up and she like defended it, I was like, thank God, I hope this stays in the show. And then it did. And then she got death threats. So it's so crazy that like people can come at people who aren't ready to listen to an experience that they're not used to.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, it's interesting. I was recently introduced to like a group of people at like a very obviously like queer environment. And, like I walked in and the host was like, oh, this is so-and-so and he uses he and his. And it set a precedent that as we went around and sort of, like yelling names through masks, everyone said their pronouns. And what was noticeable about it is it was very redundant. Everyone in that environment was also using he and his, but the fact that that step was taken sort of alerted everyone in the space to either take that tool home with them or to just be aware that like in this environment, we're not doing it for one individual person who maybe is different than the rest of us. We're normalizing that idea of just really easily saying he and his. And it sort of took me aback because I was thinking in my brain, I was like, wait, everybody here, like, I literally had this like internal struggle because I didn't like clock any, like visibly trans people or any sort of gender non-conforming people, but I also knew we were in this really queer space, and so it began an internal dialogue that I really was sort of grateful for in that moment.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that too, to know that that's happening on a regular basis, because I'm hearing more and more stories of that, and that's really cool.
It is. I've converted to just calling everyone they or by their name. It's just so much easier than having to like stumble over it and like just like make someone uncomfortable on accident.
Because it is also a ton of new information. If all of a sudden you like have to learn a bunch of new information in order to like safeguard and respect people, if you're not ready to consume all of that, is to just use their name or they and them, and then as you're able to sort of digest all the information around you, you can use appropriate pronouns that people want.
I think with any language is hard to learn. Any new language is going to be difficult, and it's going to take lots of practice and lots of work, but it's still our responsibility to respect that. And when someone tells you their pronouns, to work hard at trying to use them, because the they is the generic term to kind of introduce or walk into an environment with. But once like I tell you that my pronouns in drag are he, him, I hope that you use he, him, because I'm proud of using those pronouns. So you using they is still misgendering my pronouns, so like, but again, it's a good introductory to walk into a space, to be generic, to wonder, and then get the information and apply it. But the thing that with languages being difficult to learn as an adult, children learn them so easily, and that's why people in other countries are taught 3 or 4 languages growing up, and us, we're kind of focused on English, and then we're lucky if we actually get a couple good Spanish teachers or French teachers or something in high school. But if we teach
Trump's
kids
new
right
education plan,
to use,
we'll be lucky if we learn any fucking languages.
Now is your time to throw up. Now it's time for the meatball puking session.
Exactly.
But I think if we just make sure that we're using the language as much as possible and teaching kids, we're gonna educate our youth to grow up in using proper pronouns and inclusive language.
Speaking of kids, what was it like reading to children in full drag?
It was fun. It was really fun because I was like I dressed up as Frankenstein, but like a cartoony version. So I was still trying to like be my brands, and like have the kids sell it. And it wasn't near Halloween. It was like in the middle of springtime or something. So it was fun to see them get excited about something like that, and then still interact with them at a kid-friendly version. But I cannot not curse. Like, I had a couple moments where I had to like, oh shit. Like, I would say oh shit at cursing, and then make adult like jokes. Like, I would read a book and I would totally connect some sexual innuendo or something in the line, and I was like, you parents know what I mean, and then I would go back as like, I can't not comment like innuendos even with children around. It was fun though, and it was for a Jewish community center, so it was even
lovely.
more interesting because they were celebrating I forgot what holiday, but they were celebrating a holiday at the time, so it was really cool cultural experience to have witnessed and to familiarize myself with a little bit more than I'm used to.
And now those kids are going to expect Frankenstein at every one of those holiday events.
Yeah. Right?
At every Sukkot, we want a Frankenstein. That's what we're looking for.
One little boy came up to me, and he was like, he like touched my leg and like kind of brushed down my leg. And I was like, oh. He's all, you're kind of like handsome, and like totally threw his little hip out, and like he was like 7. I was like, oh, okay, I see your kink. You're gonna be one of us. You're definitely gonna be one of us. Like,
he found his moment. He found his
like,
in right there.
The dark side, yeah.
I love that. Well, Landon, thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you with us on the podcast today. Where can people find you on the internet, and do you have anything coming up for people to tune into?
I do. You can find me on all social media, Landon Cider, Landon Cider. And my website is landonsider.com, where I have some merch t-shirts up for sale. You can book me on Cameo because I like talking shit for money. And you can see me on Digital Drag Show twice a month. I'm a regular cast member there. And I am going on tour in the UK and Ireland at the end of January and February with whatever version of drag that they're allowing. I'll be there with no matter the circumstances. So I'm going on tour with Jackie Cox, which is like a huge weird combination. Me and Jackie Cox. It's like
I know. I saw that.
What an interesting combo. We're so excited. We're actually planning a duet. So that's going to be fun to perform.
I feel like that's going to slay.
Yeah. Especially because I'm a musical theater person, so I'm right up her alley too. You know. So.
Yeah.
Will you have to fly to, I don't know, the Bahamas first in order to get into the UK? Aren't we travel banned right now?
I know they have. I mean, Adore's doing it. I think for Halloween this year. So I know it's going to be interesting. But
some sort of a workaround will be happening.
Some sort of a workaround, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. Don't forget to subscribe. We have new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. And, hope you had a good September.
Yeah, and send us just write a review.
You know, we got 5 stars.
Oh, yeah. They're always 5 stars. Kick Dipper off the show. Meatball's the best. That's what the 5-star ratings are.
All right. Well, lovely times. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Doodle-doo-doo. Forever Dog.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media.
M.O.M. Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Mixed and mastered by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork is drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.